I'm Karen Ulmer, and I've been helping grandparents for over 20 years get custody of their grandchildren or visitation. When I was a child, I had periods of times where I wasn't allowed to see my grandparents. At one point, it was my grandfather, and then for a longer stretch of time, it was my grandmother. They were divorced, and we weren't allowed to talk to them both at the same time. I was estranged from my grandmom for so long that I didn't know my cousins after a certain age, and I missed out on a big part of that time. And in fact, it wasn't until I was actually representing one of my cousins, and I didn't even know that it was my cousin our firm was representing, I should say. And I happened to hear the last name from my dad, who was talking to his brother. And at that point in time, I realized, hey, that we had a client with that name. And it was then I discovered that we were actually representing my cousin. So for me, it's really important that the family relationships continue, because I did miss out on that, not only with my grandmother, but with all the other people that come along with that. So, I find value in representing grandparents in order to restore and make sure that that relationship with their grandchildren continues. Many cases where their son or daughter is no longer involved, or have passed on, it's really important to make sure that the relationship is continued so they're not lost or forgotten, or that part of the family is lost or forgotten.